Have you ever been told that exercise is the key to staying young, strong, and independent? That part is absolutely true. But here's the catch: if you're over 60, not every exercise is safe for your body. In fact, some of the most common moves you see in gyms or on television could be silently damaging your joints, straining your heart, or even setting you up for a serious fall. And the sad part is, many older adults keep pushing through these unsafe routines, thinking they are doing themselves a favor, when really, they may be speeding up weakness, pain, or even injury. I've seen this countless times with my own patients. They come in frustrated, saying, "Dr. Rose, I'm exercising every day, but I still feel weaker and more tired." The truth is, it's not about exercising more. It's about exercising smarter. Some exercises that worked beautifully when you were in your 30s or 40s may now be putting you at risk in your 60s or 70s. Your body has changed, and your workout routine must change with it. That's exactly what I want to share with you today. In this video, I'll show you 3 exercises you should stop doing immediately after 60 because they do more harm than good. But don't worry. I'll also show you 3 simple and powerful replacements that will protect your joints, strengthen your muscles, and help you feel more confident in your movements. Before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, so you never miss a simple, science-backed health tip, designed especially for older adults like you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback is invaluable and helps me improve these videos for your benefit. Now, let's begin. Exercise 1. Sit ups and crunches. Why you must stop. Now let's talk about the first exercise that you should stop doing immediately after 60. Sit-ups and crunches. I know, this might surprise you. For decades, we've been told that sit-ups and crunches are the gold standard for keeping our core strong and our stomach flat. Maybe you even remember doing them in school or seeing fitness trainers on TV swearing by them. But here's the truth. Once you pass 60, these movements can do far more harm than good. Let me explain why. When you perform a sit-up or crunch, the movement forces your spine to curve forward repeatedly under pressure. Think of your spine like a stack of cushions, with discs sitting in between the bones. As we age, those discs naturally lose water and flexibility, making them more fragile and more prone to injury. Every time you crunch forward, you're squeezing and grinding those discs. Over time, this repetitive pressure can lead to bulging or herniated discs, which are not only painful but can seriously limit your mobility and independence. But it doesn't stop there. Crunches also put a huge strain on your neck and hip flexors. The hip flexors are the muscles in the front of your hips, and when they become overly tight from exercises like sit-ups, they start pulling on your lower back. That's why so many people over 60 complain of back pain after trying to strengthen their core. They think they're building muscle, but in reality, they're just aggravating the spine and setting themselves up for stiffness, nerve pain, and even sciatica. I've had patients come to me saying, "Dr. Rose, I thought I was helping my belly fat by doing crunches every night, but now I can barely bend over without pain." And I have to gently explain to them that crunches don't actually burn fat from your stomach. Spot reduction, the idea that you can melt fat from one area of the body by working that muscle, is a myth. What they're really doing is straining their back and neck while getting very little benefit in return. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If I can't do sit-ups or crunches, how will I ever keep my core strong? That's a fantastic question, because core strength is absolutely essential as we get older. A strong core is what helps you stand tall, walk without wobbling, protect your spine, and even breathe more efficiently. The good news is, there are much safer and far more effective alternatives that actually strengthen the deeper core muscles without hurting your back or neck. One of my favorite replacements is the plank. Now, don't worry, I'm not talking about the extreme planks you see young athletes doing on Instagram. Even a modified plank, where you support yourself on your forearms and knees instead of your toes, engages your entire core safely. Unlike sit-ups, planks work not just the surface muscles of your stomach, but also the deep stabilizing muscles that protect your spine. Just holding this position for 10 to 20 seconds at a time, and gradually increasing as you get stronger, can do wonders for your balance and posture. Another excellent alternative is seated leg lifts. Simply sit on a sturdy chair, hold onto the sides, and slowly lift one knee toward your chest. This gentle motion strengthens your lower abdominal muscles without forcing your spine into that dangerous forward curve. It's low impact, safe, and surprisingly effective when done consistently. You see, the goal after 60 isn't to punish your body with outdated exercises, but to nurture it with movements that build strength while protecting your joints. Your body is wiser now, and it deserves smarter choices. Forget those painful sit-ups. Instead, focus on controlled, spine-friendly exercises like planks and seated leg lifts that give you real results without the risk. Remember, exercise should never leave you feeling broken. It should leave you feeling empowered. And when you stop doing sit-ups and crunches, and start doing safer alternatives, you'll notice less back pain, better posture, and a stronger, more stable core that supports you in every movement of your daily life. That is what true healthy aging looks like. Exercise 2. Heavy barbell squats, the silent risk. The second exercise I want you to stop doing after 60 is heavy barbell squats. Now, I know squats are often praised as one of the best exercises for building lower body strength. And yes, when done safely, squats can absolutely be beneficial. But here's the problem. Loading a heavy barbell across your shoulders and forcing your knees, hips, and back to bear that weight can be a recipe for disaster as you get older. Let's talk about why. When you perform a barbell squat, the entire weight of the bar presses down on your spine. In your younger years, your bones, discs, and ligaments could probably handle that kind of stress. But as we move into our 60s and 70s, the spine naturally becomes more delicate. The cushioning between the vertebrae wears down, the joints stiffen, and the risk of compression fractures or slipped discs increases dramatically. That means each time you squat with a heavy barbell, you're putting your back at risk of long-term damage that could take months or even years to heal. And then there's the issue of the knees. Many older adults already live with arthritis, stiffness, or previous injuries in their knees. A heavy squat forces the knee joint into deep flexion while under load, which can grind away at the cartilage, inflame the joint, and accelerate arthritis pain. I've seen patients who insisted on pushing through squats because they didn't want to lose muscle, only to end up needing knee injections, or worse, surgery. It's heartbreaking, because their intention was good, but their method was harmful. Balance is another major concern. Imagine standing with a heavy barbell across your back and suddenly losing balance, even for a split second. For someone in their 60s, a fall under that weight could cause a hip fracture, torn ligaments, or even a dangerous head injury. Remember, strength training should never put your safety at risk. There are always smarter, safer ways to get the same benefit without the danger. Now, let's talk about what to do instead. If you want to maintain strong legs, protect your joints, and keep your independence, you don't need a heavy barbell on your back. One excellent alternative is the chair squat. This is a simple movement where you sit down slowly onto a sturdy chair and then stand back up, using only your body weight. It mimics the motion of getting in and out of a chair, a movement you do every single day. This exercise not only strengthens your thighs, hips, and glutes, but also improves your balance and coordination in a very practical way. Another great option is wall sits. With your back against a wall, lower yourself until your knees form a comfortable angle. Maybe not a full 90 degrees, but whatever feels safe for you. Hold that position for 15 to 30 seconds. Then relax. Wall sits engage your thigh muscles deeply without placing unnecessary strain on your spine or risking a fall. And if you want to add a little challenge, try resistance band squats. Simply loop a resistance band just above your knees and perform slow, controlled squats without weights. The band gives you extra tension while protecting your joints. It also teaches your body better alignment by keeping your knees from collapsing inward, which is a common issue as we age. The truth is, exercise at this stage of life is not about ego or proving you can still lift like you did decades ago. It's about longevity. It's about choosing movements that keep you strong, stable, and independent for as many years as possible. Heavy barbell squats may look impressive, but the risks far outweigh the rewards once you're past 60. So, put away the barbell and focus on safer alternatives like chair squats, wall sits, and resistance band squats. These moves will strengthen your lower body, protect your joints, and keep you moving with confidence, without the lurking danger of injury. Remember, smart training is strong training. Exercise 3. High-impact jumping exercises. A hidden threat. The third exercise I strongly recommend you avoid after 60 is high-impact jumping routines. This includes things like jump squats, jumping jacks, box jumps, or even running on hard pavement if it involves constant pounding on your joints. Now, I know jumping can feel energetic and even youthful, and you may have seen fitness programs advertising these moves as a way to burn fat fast. But for older adults, the risks far outweigh the rewards. Here's why. Every time your feet strike the ground during a jump, the force that travels through your body can be 3 to 5 times your body weight. When you were younger, your joints, bones, and tendons were better equipped to absorb that shock. But as you age, the cushioning in your knees and hips thins out, your ligaments lose elasticity, and your bones become more brittle. That means each jump sends a jolt of stress directly into areas that are already more vulnerable. Over time, this can lead to stress fractures, cartilage breakdown, and worsening arthritis pain. I've seen too many patients who started doing high-impact routines after 60, thinking they were building endurance, only to end up with swollen knees, inflamed Achilles tendons, or severe hip pain. One of my patients told me she joined an online jump cardio class, and within 2 weeks, she could barely walk up her stairs because her knees had flared up so badly. She was frustrated, thinking she had failed, but the truth was, the exercise itself was not designed for her stage of life. And let's not forget about balance and fall risk. Jumping exercises demand quick reactions, strong ankles, and excellent coordination. If your balance isn't perfect, even one mistimed landing could cause a dangerous fall. A broken wrist, hip, or spine from a fall can take away your independence faster than almost anything else. That's why avoiding these high-impact moves is one of the smartest choices you can make for your long-term mobility. So, what can you do instead? The great news is that you don't need to jump to get your heart rate up or to strengthen your lower body. Low-impact alternatives are not only safer but often more effective in the long run. One of my favorite replacements is brisk walking, either outdoors or on a treadmill. Walking strengthens your legs, improves circulation, and boosts cardiovascular health without pounding your joints. Another excellent option is step-ups. All you need is a sturdy step or low platform. Step up with one foot, bring the other foot to meet it, then step back down. This movement builds strength in your thighs and glutes while also training balance in a safe, controlled way. And unlike jumping, it doesn't shock your joints with sudden impact. If you're looking for something fun and gentle, try water aerobics. Exercising in water provides natural resistance for your muscles while cushioning your joints from impact. It's one of the best ways to build strength, stamina, and flexibility without the fear of falling or injury. Many of my patients find that once they switch to water-based exercise, they not only feel stronger but also enjoy the process far more. And finally, consider cycling on a stationary bike. This is a fantastic way to build leg strength and cardiovascular endurance without any pounding impact. Plus, you can control the resistance and pace, making it adaptable to your own fitness level. Remember, exercise should support your body, not break it down. High-impact jumping routines may look exciting, but they carry too much risk for those of us in our 60s and beyond. By choosing low-impact alternatives like walking, step-ups, water aerobics, or cycling, you'll protect your joints, maintain your mobility, and still enjoy the energy boost and strength you're aiming for. The goal isn't to exercise harder, it's to exercise smarter. Leave the jumping behind, and embrace movements that will carry you forward with strength, stability, and confidence. So, there you have it. 3 exercises that may look harmless but can actually do more harm than good once you're past 60. Sit-ups and crunches that strain your spine, heavy barbell squats that punish your knees and back, and high-impact jumping routines that shock your joints and increase your fall risk. These are not the paths to strength, confidence, or longevity. Instead, When you swap them out for smarter, safer alternatives, you give your body the gift of protection while still building the energy, balance, and resilience you deserve. I want you to remember something very important. Staying active is not about doing what you did in your 20s or 30s. It's about honoring the body you have today. When you choose exercises that respect your joints, strengthen your muscles, and safeguard your balance, you're not just working out. You're investing in your independence, your vitality, and your future. If you've been doing any of the risky exercises we discussed, please don't feel discouraged. You haven't failed your health. You've simply been misled by outdated advice. Today you have the chance to reset, to choose movements that support your long-term well-being. And that choice is a powerful one. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with a friend who may need these tips too. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another simple, science-backed tip designed especially for older adults like you. And if you'd like to keep learning, I invite you to watch my video on safe daily stretches for seniors. It's the perfect companion to today's lesson. Stay strong, stay safe, and keep moving forward, because your best years can still be ahead of you.